Can you imagine just, it's core entertainment?
There it is. That's the intro right there. Yep. See, that's the stuff I love, those intros. Yeah.
It's the fucking stupid shit.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, that's the intro right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty.
There you go.
So,
yeah, want to introduce yourself?
One fucking idiot here, Megan. I was originally joking.
Yeah. How about the sleepy one over there? How about you?
I don't know if you want to call him sleepy or grumpy. I don't know which one of those fucking dwarfs he'd be.
I'd be dopey.
It'd be fucking asshole. I don't know. Idiot asshole. I don't know. Make a new one.
Shit. Yeah, might as well make a new one.
Yeah.
Man, you're napping over there, huh?
Yeah, Sleepy, you want to
There's something in
introduce
my
yourself?
eye. What do you want?
Sleepy, you want to introduce yourself?
Are you gonna like a? Oh yeah, choose it. I thought you had a bloody nose
Where?
going.
Oh yeah, right in my nose.
Yeah.
I should bleed on you though. You know, you'd really like it. Sacrifice.
I should sacrifice you. Get some peace in my life finally.
Peace on you. That's what I gotta say.
Oh Jesus.
All right,
so.
I am Megan, and I drive a
Dumb
truck.
fuck.
Yeah, I drive a truck, and this is my shithead boyfriend, you know, Josh, who apparently is a mute other than saying bullshit, because he won't introduce himself.
No, my name's Josh, and I'm here today with my roommate Megan.
You fucking piece of shit. Fucking piece of shit. We'll see who's getting asked tonight. Not you. Literally just go fuck myself.
My roommate Megan.
Yeah, fucking pretty much, you know.
Yeah, so you guys are both truck drivers, as am I, but they know me well enough. So how about you guys tell me a little bit about what you guys exactly do for work?
Take it away, Josh! Boom.
Alright, well, I work for ADH Contracting in Middleborough, Massachusetts. It's an excavation company. So they dig the foundations for your nice homes and your hospitals and every other building that's up in the world.
Septics.
Yeah. Sure.
You said you did that before with them.
No, you should let me finish.
No, you weren't going to say it. I figured you shouldn't leave things out.
I drive a truck for them, a dump trailer, haul any material that's required for the job sites, anything from stone to sand to the equipment to do the job, excavators, backhoes, loaders, anything like that. Go on a low bed trailer. Now I also service and operate the equipment as well, so pretty much gonna do anything that's required over there. It's my job. And
Jack of all trades, master.
The other one sitting next to me here, she works probably about 2 miles down the street from me, doing almost the same thing. So why don't you explain what you do?
I'm Megan. And my boyfriend's an asshole.
Roommate.
No, sorry. Yeah, my roommate, who's about to get kicked out. At least he has a camper that he could fucking take on his merry way.
Ex-roommate.
Yeah, my old roommate that's now being evicted, fucking, as of today. I am Megan. I work at Ryco Excavating, and that is, like
Contractor.
you
You gotta say the actual company name. It's not a thing. Ryco Excavating's not real.
If you look up Ryco Excavating,
Contractor.
it doesn't matter.
Incorporated is the company.
So, since someone wants to nitpick, I just work at Ryco, down the street from him.
Where? Where's the company?
I literally hate you.
You have to tell that information.
I know. Down the street in fucking Middleborough.
Middleborough what?
You already said Middleborough, Mass, you fucking twat.
Yeah, but he's got listeners all over the world. They don't know what Middleborough is. You gotta say what state.
What, so people can call and complain about me already?
They do that anyway.
Exactly. I don't need more people to do it. So before he rudely interrupted me, stupid roommate, you dumb fuck. So I work at Ryco down the street in Middleborough, Mass.
What's the zip code?
I don't really remember. I really couldn't tell you.
Your phone number?
I don't know. I can't tell
All
you
right.
that either.
Cool.
It's on the step.
All right, finish it up there. It's taking too fucking long. Just an intro.
No, we're talking about me here.
So
okay?
do it.
Well, perfection takes a while, okay? All right. So, for the 15th time, since I've been so rudely interrupted every time by my ex-roommate, I do anything from dump trailer, flatbed, a little bit of low bed, landall, whatever it is. pretty much a glorified ramp truck, since a lot of people don't seem to know what a landau is. But yeah, I do that and I go places. Yep, wherever they tell me to. So I've had to go to Ohio, New York, Pennsylvania, pretty much anywhere in New England, and then also, Ohio, Vermont, everything, everywhere.
Vermont's in New England.
I know that. I'm saying literally everywhere. They don't really, we had someone go to Iowa, Missouri. They say it's local, but it's not quite local.
It is. It's still in the United States.
Yeah,
It's still local.
Local job, local to the U.S.
I got a local job for you. It's just in Tampa Bay. It's not that bad, right?
Local to the U.S., but I actually need you to go to fucking Guam today.
Yeah.
Take a boat, thanks. Like, that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time.
It ain't bad. It could be better, but it could be worse. So.
Yeah. Well, I always say this with my job. I go to one job, that's the worst job I've ever been to. Next week, oh no, that job wasn't bad. This one's 100% worst I've ever been to.
One, yeah.
It's like that. Like every other week, I have that. Like 2 weeks ago, get to a job. The guy says 1 o'clock. I'll be ready for sure. He's in Roslindale. Get that one. It wasn't ready till 2:30. So I sat there for an hour and a half waiting just to pull up.
But see, I just face fuck my phone at that point.
Well, I was too.
At least you're getting paid. That's
but
what
the
I have
aggravating part is how the concrete it'll harden up quick. That's the part that sucks about. Like you guys, you sit there, whatever. The machine's still gonna be there. But
now,
the mix gets worse and worse.
Can you just sit there? If it still rotates the drum and whatnot, doesn't it keep it?
It does, but still cooks because it's old. It gets old.
Oh, okay.
That's why, like, the most concrete, like, jobs you see, they're pouring, they're done. They don't sit there all day and do it. Okay. But when someone does that, it's, especially now we're in the winter months, we're adding calcium, which hardens it up more. Mm-hmm. And how we put it on there, it's either 1%, which is just a little bit of it, or 2%, which is a little more. This is how we put on the slip. And 2% mix, like, if I drive from here to the city, it could be soup here. I get there, it's like already almost as hard as it can be. Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why this time of year it sucks when people do that. Because you'll get there, you're sitting in the job like, I'll be ready in like a half an hour. And 2 hours later, you're like, dude, the shit ain't gonna be good for you if I sit here any longer. They don't care. It's awful.
They never do. And I feel like that a lot with any sort of delivery within the excavation company. It's like, I need you here at 9 a.m. and it's the hurry up and wait game. You get there, you're there at 9, you're there at quarter of, whatever.
That's in any aspect of trucking.
Yeah. And they just
deliveries with people that deliver produce. You got a 9 o'clock drop, it takes them 6 hours to unload the trailer. You sit in the door for 6 hours.
Well, I mean, at least you got in the door.
And you don't get paid.
But at least you got in the door. I mean...
They just say it to make the dispatch happy.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be ready at 9 o'clock, get there at 9. Oh, I need like another hour or two.
Yeah.
When you get there. It's like, you told the dispatch that, so they'd be happy. And they're all idiots and they listen. I'm talking to you, Howie. I know you probably listen to this. Dumbass. They say it all the time. They'll be like, we'll be ready at 8. And they'll do it like on Saturdays, which we close at noon on Saturdays. We have guys work till like 1, 2 o'clock because they have a guy go there at 10. Not ready till 11. So it fucks up the whole day.
That's okay. I still beat Howie in a dance-off, so he ain't got
anyone
shit.
can, because he can't dance.
He ain't got shit on that, Fucking Billie Jean ain't got nothing on me,
Now, every time I hear that song now, I just think, I'll listen, I'm like, hey, it's a good song whenever we hear Billie Jean when it's on the radio or my phone.
That's the drunk song.
We'll make sure that's on our wedding.
Oh my gosh, I'll have to take it away. I'll get this motherfucker up there to dance. That'll be good.
I won't know you when that's on.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you're being evicted anyway.
I'll make sure, because you and my dad will be the ones walking in. Best man, maid of honor. That's what we discussed. We got to do probably either Billie Jean for you, so when you both come out, it's that song, or do Right Said Fred, I'm Too Sexy for my dad. That's his karaoke song. That's his karaoke song. Every time, that's his go-to.
That'll be good.
So we do one or the other.
All right, back to trucking.
Yep.
Back in trucking.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Got any war stories from it?
War stories? What do you mean by that?
Like the rough jobs,
usually
accidents or anything?
You'll get there, and it's either a nice, easy job to get into, or 9 times out of 10, it's completely not. It's, you can't miss it. Oh, you'll be able to fit right in, and maybe the fucking dump trucks can. You come in with a fucking, 48-foot trailer on the truck, and... you're like, dude, I'm not going to even make the swing. I don't know what to tell you. And they're like, well, the other truck made it in. And even if it was a dump trailer, you got, a 26 to 30-foot dump trailer? They don't realize that you have, 10, 20 more feet on them, and you just can't make the turn. So I've had it happen where, you had to have an excavator pick up the back end of the trailer and move it over. Yeah, because you couldn't make it. So, no, you'd make it work. Drop something in the street, make them come pick it up in the street, whatever the hell. Whatever works. Yeah, you got a few nice war stories.
No, I don't.
What do you mean?
Like what?
Going down the hill and hitting someone?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a couple of them. I don't know. What do you want to hear?
Which one you prefer to tell?
Yeah, I would say, which one would you like to share with the crowd? I so wish I could fucking push someone. Oh my god, that would give me so much joy.
Done that. Well, it's a good educational piece for people that don't drive for a living. I was in traffic in a tractor trailer, and the tractor trailer that I drive, the hood on it is 6 feet long, but it's also 6.5 feet tall. So if you're right in front of me, I can't see you. You have to be 2 or 3 car lengths in front of me in order for me to see you. If you're right in front of me, I can't see you. So I was in traffic, and this impatient lady decided she was going to sneak in front of me between the car in front of me and obviously me. So when she did that, I didn't know she was there. And I started to take off once the traffic started flowing. And I felt a little resistance on the truck, and I wasn't sure what it was. So I just kind of kept going, and all of a sudden, as I'm going a little bit, and I get to about like 10 miles an hour, her car pushes out into the ditch in front of me. I pushed her, and I didn't know it because she was impatient and thought I'd squeeze in front of the truck, which for you people is not a good idea because we can't see you.
Or feel you.
Cannot see you. So when you see, always keep that in mind when you're near a truck, is we can't see as much.
And we can't stop as fast either.
We need We need all the room we can get.
We keep the safe gap.
So like I had another incident once in Situate, Massachusetts. I was going up a hill, and then once I crest the top, it goes right downhill, and at the bottom was railroad tracks. So there was a small school van that was. Once I topped the hill, it was already down. The school van was already at the tracks. They have to pull their stop signs, and they have to stop. And it's a good half a mile or so, almost a mile to the tracks from the top of the hill. And when I got to the top, she already was stopped. And normally it's like a 5 or 10 second stop, so I figured I'd had plenty of time. I could have just squeezed right down the hill and not had to slow down. She pretended to stay there, so I hit her. I pushed her right through the railroad tracks because she stayed there for way too long. And then get out. There was nobody was damaged. Nobody was hurt. There's another good part to the story, but I don't know if I'm allowed to tell it.
Oh, special needs kid.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess you can edit it out if you don't want to have it on here. I hit the fucking thing. We get off to the side of the road. He comes out of the van. He's fine. He's the only kid in there. Everybody's fine. As soon as the cops show up, he loses his fucking marbles. Screws me. Makes it look like I bludgeonly murdered him. He's a fucking mess. So they must have fucking taught him how to screw people, I guess. I don't know. So, but I didn't get cited or nothing. No, it was never on my record or anything. That was pretty much it for accidents. I took down a light pole with a backhoe. That was my only other incident I've had. I backed over a car once, actually.
Oh, yeah, with Roach.
When I first got my license, backed right over the hood of a car.
That's what happens when
when you work 100 hours a week and you back in and you can't see
employers decide to run you ragged.
So, yeah, other than that, nothing too crazy. A lot of panic stops, a little bit of jackknifes, trail comes around on you, things of that nature.
It's usually because people don't pay attention, just cut you off and think that it's okay, and you try not to kill them, and then the truck's the one that
happened to me
has the issue.
This past winter. I spun out on 93 trying to stop because someone decided to cut out in front of me, right by I think it was by the Freeport Street exit. If you're going down. Like you're going away from the city, and like that ramp that comes up, and you literally can't see a car coming until they're about to be on the highway.
Yeah.
but they can see you coming.
Yeah,
So
no
he
matter
comes
what,
up, and
they
I see
have
him.
a yield, not yeet.
Yeah, they were slowing down at first. I'm like, oh, it's like he's slowing down. I got this, no problem. Then he decides to take off, gets in front of me, slams on his brakes, and it was snowing.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh, great. So I hit my brakes. As soon as I hit him, I feel my whole truck. I just start turning. I spun out all the way, facing the wrong way, looking at traffic. I'm like, holy shit.
And nobody got hit?
No, I hit nothing and
No
hit nobody.
shit.
Yeah, luckiest thing ever.
Yeah,
I Austin
especially.
powered it to turn around the right way because I had the HOV lane open. It was like 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I already couldn't like just, all right, I got 4 lanes. I can easily make it. No, I had Austin powers to face the right way. Everyone's looking at me. I'm like, I'm already pissed. I'm freaking out because I just
Yeah.
spun out. I assumed I hit something. I pulled over. I stopped at like one of the breakdown lanes. I'm like, holy shit. Then
Yeah,
someone
you
knocks on
collect
my
yourself
door.
real
I was
quick.
like, oh, fuck. Someone knocked on the door, scared the shit out of me. But it's just one of our customers. He was
Yeah.
right behind me and saw it happen.
Oh, that's good though.
He's like, dude, you good? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm like, I just shat my pants, but I'm fine.
Yeah. Hey, like, I need to fight. You get a pair of shorts in there with you?
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking
Oh,
dying.
shit. Then so I was like, oh, after he drove away, I'm like, I got the truck. There's no way I hit nothing. Like, I expect like something was hanging or something
Yeah.
was missing. I look around, I'm like, this thing's fucking mint condition still somehow.
That's
I don't know what the fuck
crazy.
happened. I get back, I run up to the office, and it was a snow day, so concrete business is like dead.
Yeah.
I went upstairs, I had like 4 loads left. I'm like, I'm going home.
Yeah. Sayonara.
And they're like, why? What happened? I'm like, I just fucking did a donut in the middle of 93,
Yeah.
somehow hit nothing, and somehow didn't shit my pants. So I'm
I
just
need to
gonna
go
home.
play the lottery. I'm leaving.
Oh no, I just went home. I came right down here. I'm like, I'm just gonna, whatever can escape the real world is what I'm doing.
No, I've only ever had that happen once, and it wasn't in a big truck. It was in my car. I used to have my Herrero.
Oh yeah.
I was on 24, more towards Berkeley area where it's a guardrail on both sides.
Oh yeah.
And it was around 4 o'clock or so, so you're getting into that rush hour where it
yeah.
starts clogging up around there. And, yeah, I was in the far left lane, going with traffic, and the 2 people in front of me were road raging. So the guy that was not the guy in front of me or the guy in front of him, that those 2 were, fucking off with each other, whatever. I kept my distance because I didn't want to be involved.
All right, yeah.
Guy in front completely slams on his brakes, like does everyone dirty. Guy in next,
Dick
obviously,
move.
yeah, the
Yeah.
next person
Domino
slams on his
effect.
brakes, and of course I see red, and then it came up faster than I thought. So I had originally hit the brakes, then had to slam on my brakes. Well, my caliper locked up.
Oh.
Completely ripped my car all the way right, spun around, and I was head on with a box truck facing the opposite direction. Didn't hit anyone, everyone stopped, didn't hit the guardrail, and I was just like, what the fuck? I did the whole kind of like, oh my god. So, yeah, that's definitely scary. I can only imagine that in the mixer.
I thought I was gonna tip.
I was gonna say how you didn't roll it, I don't understand.
I spun, and I was only going 20, so that must have been the reason why I
Yeah.
didn't, because I wasn't going fast at all. Because it was one of those like wintry mixes we have up here. So it's
Yeah.
like February or March, so it wasn't really like heavy snow anymore. It was the bullshit we get.
Yeah.
What snows for
It's
an
like
hour,
the
then it
random
rains,
April
and
Fool's
then
storm.
yeah. It
Yeah.
rains for the first 4 hours a day, and then it randomly snows for 18 hours straight after. It's
Yeah.
one of those days. It downpoured the whole time I was on that job. As soon as I left, heavy snow. I'm like, great. Wait, this is exactly what I want to see.
Yeah, the scary thing that I had kind of recently with being in like the Ryco truck and whatnot was I was over near Holyoke. I think I think that's 91. And I was fully loaded with swamp mats, and I was in the right lane, and then there was a merge lane coming on. There was an 18-wheeler ahead, probably 2 or 3 cars behind him, and I saw that this lady in a PT Cruiser was not paying attention and was just yeeting herself on this highway. So I was like, alright, planning ahead. I move into the middle lane, everything's fine.
Yeah.
There's a van that's in front, probably 2 truck lengths ahead of me. So I had
Yeah,
nice
enough room.
space, whatever. Well, this lady wasn't paying attention. She's pretty much merging into the other 18-wheeler that's there. He all of a sudden jacks on his brakes, smoke, because he's locking up his brakes.
Right.
So everyone sees this happening. Well, the guy in the middle lane was trying to give him an out, so slams on his brakes. And of course, I wasn't expecting him to just like stop in the middle of the highway.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fully loaded with swamp mats up the trailer, and I'm like, oh my fucking god. Like, I literally almost hit the guy. Thankfully, nobody was in the left lane, and I ducked out. But then I felt, the truck start doing its little left to right
Oh, yeah.
fishtail, and I'm like, I'm gonna roll this fucking thing. I'm gonna roll it. And I miraculously saved it and was like, what the fuck, and really wanted to kill that lady.
Yeah.
And then she's just over there on her phone, fucking dumb broad, you know, got the Karen haircut, and
I'll say it now. I see more people that are like in their 60s on their phone than the kids that are our age on their phone driving. Like, I'll see people our age, they're paying attention, they're driving. Then I see like someone like my grandfather, they're on their phone. I'm like, what the fuck? It's backwards.
The other day, I see this guy, high speed lane, you know, I'm just cruising along in the truck. I look down, this motherfucker's got a book. He's got a book open on the steering wheel.
Have you seen people changing before?
Oh yeah, but I can do that. I can even do that in a big truck and be fine. These people can't even do it in a fucking, you know, Jeep Liberty or something.
I've seen a guy jerk off before.
Yeah,
that's fucking weird.
I had someone follow my truck all the way from up towards Holyoke, Springfield area, all the way down the pike till they got to 495. And I mean, hopefully he finally got off. He got off the highway. But he jacked off following my truck the entire way.
Yeah, he kept looking up at you probably the whole time.
It was disgusting.
That's why he was following you.
It was so fucking disgusting.
He was following you for a reason.
So I, being a chick in a truck, I avoid eye contact at all cases because I hate people. People are creepy. Men either
you should have looked down and started licking
don't.
your lips and looked at them. That would be funny.
No. So men either like it or they don't. It either hurts their ego or they're like, wow, that's pretty fucking cool. So I proceed to ignore them altogether and don't want anyone to look at me. So
you should have looked and give like a thumbs up like, nice.
And, no, I gave him the little tiny pecker symbol. Like,
you just went, where is it?
And I bring out the magnifying glass real quick. But no, I was working for CoRR-E at the time, and that was when I kept seeing the same truck, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I noticed it because it was a newer Ram, black, kind of looked like Josh's vehicle, and I was just like, oh, like I acknowledged, like, oh no, it's a nice looking truck, whatever. He had this big yellow, like 55-gallon drum in the bed, and then he had yellow New York plates. So like, those were just I kept seeing the same vehicle, and like I'd pass him, he'd pass me, he's in the right lane, the left lane. I'm like, what is this fucking guy doing? Finally, he comes up on me in the left lane, and I like glanced down before he got up to me so he could see me, but I could see into the vehicle.
Right, yeah.
And I see this motherfucker just straight jacking off. And I'm like, I instantly just wanted to die because the truck's governed at 70. If I slowed down, he would slow down. If I would speed up, he would speed up. I couldn't get away from him. Yeah. So, like, I just felt trapped, and I just wanted to die. But finally, when he got off on 495, I mean, this man jacked off for 45 minutes and never fucking nutted. Like, what are you doing?
Like, having a good time.
Apparently.
That's what I was doing.
Like, I wanted to die at that point. I'm like, what the fuck? Men can be very creepy.
Well,
I'm
women
just
are
waiting.
too sometimes. I've seen women doing stuff.
See, I've never seen that. I really want a lady to go by and just fucking flash her titties at me so I can flash mine back, and she's just like, what the fuck?
That's not what I've seen. I've seen a businesswoman, just like in like the skirts or whatever they have, like those tight black skirts they can wear. I've seen them like their legs spread open. I see the hand down there. I'm like, Jesus.
But see, that's,
like on the road?
That's what every man wants to see. Like,
I don't want to see people doing stuff.
Yeah, I think fucking Josh would be all over it and be like,
well, it wasn't
he'd be fucking blowing the horn.
It wasn't a hot chick.
You'd be more
it wasn't a hot chick. She
No.
was gross looking. That was the problem. She was gross.
No, that's usually what your average trucker wants to see is that the ladies they're always scoping out the legs and fucking trying to look down women's shirts and all that creepy shit.
I go into a job site where it's all guys and one chick walks by. I'm pouring and everyone stops. I'm like, what are you guys looking at? And I look and I'm like, all right, guys, can we work? I gotta finish the day at some point today.
Yeah, it's really rough to go to an all-man construction site and then be the only woman there that gets out of a truck and they don't expect it, and then it just gets weird. I hide in the truck as much as I possibly can because I know that happens, and like all the men are like, whoa, there's a girl, and all of a sudden if the girl's in a truck, then it's like all bets are off, leave me alone.
Well, I told you about the guy that's on a job site once when you were at CoRR-E a couple years ago.
That one?
I was on a job in like, I want to say I was in Cambridge.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know. I wasn't even at that job or something.
No, you weren't at the job, but they passed by you or something, and I just heard them talking just because, like, I don't know what the fuck these guys were, I don't remember now. Like, yeah, you guys see the chick that works for CoRR-E? So I'm listening because the only one I can think of is you. Like, yeah.
Well, at the time, I was the only one that was a girl working there too.
Oh yeah, because they had other ones after, right?
Yeah. So when I started, there was 2 of us. Then she left. Then it was just me. And then before I left, there was another girl that started, and she's still there.
Yeah, because I was listening in only because at that time I know who worked at Carney besides you, so I'm listening. Like, yeah, you're smoking hot. So I'm listening. I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, yeah. Like, yeah. Have you seen her before? Like, no. She had glasses, tattoos. I'm like, I know exactly
like,
that
son
is.
of a bitch.
But that's the one person I can think of now. And they look at me after. I'm like, don't you dare ask me a question, please. I'm like, don't.
I plead the fifth. I don't know her. I don't know who the fuck that is.
You know that
She's probably
company?
a
And I was like,
bitch.
yeah, I know the company. I know who that is. You ever seen the girls? Like, no idea what you're talking about.
She's probably a fucking cunt.
Like, no idea what you're talking about. No, like, oh, you should look. I'm like, oh, whatever. Yep, sure. I was like, kind of want to get the fuck out of here because I feel weird.
You and me both.
Yeah. I remember I text you like right after, I'm like, yo, these guys are hyping you up big time out here.
Yeah, I don't know why at all. I mean, fucking, they're definitely. I mean, ask my roommate. Fucking, he has to sadly wake up to this ugly mug every day. But no, I fucking. I don't know. I tend to deal with that sometimes. Believe it or not, they're not. It's not as creepy as it could be, but
Some people are creepy about it though.
some people can be fucking horrible. It was bad when I first started doing live floor, and there'd be this big long line, and you got all these little roll-offs and whatnot, and it's up in Everett, so you got every breed of fucking person you could think of, you know. And then you just, I get out of the truck, minding my own business, going to get my ticket, and you get the nice ass, and I just go fuck yourself. Like, I don't know, it definitely, you have to have some sort of backbone if you're a girl in the construction industry, definitely.
Yeah, because all the guys are just perps.
Yeah, they're just fucking dogs, so you just have to be able to tell them to
well,
go
the
fuck
old
their
ones
own
are
face.
fucking weird though. The old guys are weird about it.
Oh, yeah.
They're the weirdest ones.
Yeah, I was at the scrapyard. I had never been. It was up in Everett. Again, creepy. And there was one guy that was working the yard, so they said, hey, he has to dump off and then get reloaded before you get unloaded. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I move off to the side. He pulls up and apologizes, like, oh, hey, I'm sorry, whatever, after he was all loaded. And I'm like, oh, no, it's fine. I just don't want to be in the way. And he's just like, by the way, you're the most beautiful truck driver I've ever seen. And I'm just like, staring awkwardly, like, please move on, leave me alone, because this is where I want to die. And then after, he complimented my driving after, which if you compliment my driving, it's fine, but if you compliment me, it's just big awkward turtle.
Yeah.
Because I want nothing to do with that. But yeah, no, it was creepy until he's like, oh yeah, I see you around all the time, you can fucking drive. And I was like, alright, yep, thanks, okay, bye. And then he came around for a second round, of course, as I had to walk the trailer and strap shit down, and I just was like,
of course.
let me die, please. Do you have to deal with awkward women in the construction industry other than me?
No, women aren't into people like that anymore.
What do you mean?
The truck drivers
there's a blue collar trend. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not in our area.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
Up
TikTok
here it is.
blew it up.
Not where I go.
Yeah, fucking better not
I don't deal with any of that shit.
I say TikTok made it a fucking big deal now.
Yeah, I know. Glorifying the blue collar work, even though they'd be like, you don't pay enough attention to me, and then get mad that you work a blue collar job and actually have to get up and do something.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then when you want that little time to relax, you're not going out doing stuff.
Yeah. That's why I'm thankful that my roommate understands the truck driving shit. Because it's fine. If it's work, it's work. But do you have anything to chime in with? Or are we just going to be silent over here?
I don't know. I don't have the same issues you do.
Well, do you have any stories of job sites? Or, what's your least favorite part of going to a construction job site?
All of it.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
They're disorganized. They're cluttered. They're poorly laid out.
Yeah.
I hate when they say, yeah, there's plenty of room for you to park over there, and you look, there's like nails on the ground and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I can't park that over there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, they act like, fucking the equipment's cheap or something,
Yeah.
Even a tire alone is like, isn't it like $600 or $800 for like one tire?
I think it's more.
For him, it's more.
Oh yeah.
I say for us, it's a lot more.
For us, yeah.
I say I wish it
average.
cost that much for us.
Wow.
We're in the thousands for ours.
That's crazy.
I think when they did one of the trucks, not the new trucks, because we don't want to do fucking nothing of those, but one of our newer trucks, It was like $3,000 a tire.
Oh, wow.
And they got new rims too. They went all
Yeah.
out on them all, and they had duals in the back. So I think that truck. Let's see, probably about 10 tires.
Jesus
They had
Christ.
to do.
That's
Yep.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, no thanks. I give it to those owner-operators. I mean, I don't think I could ever do it. Mainly because I'm not mechanically inclined, so I'd be
No, I'm
paying
not
out the
either.
fucking asshole trying to have things fixed. And my luck, I'd get, you know, the problematic vehicle would be the one that I would buy.
Mhm.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah.
Don't you want to be an owner-operator one day, Mr.
I
Joshua?
want to be a fleet owner, not an owner operator.
You gotta start
different
somewhere.
things.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't want to be.
You might have to start.
Oh, I have to stop, but it's not what I want to be.
But you aspire to own a multi-million-dollar corporation.
That's right.
Yes.
Sure do, bud.
But you gotta buy a truck.
A lot of things I gotta
Are
do.
you excited about that?
No.
About the thought of that?
No.
Why would
Do
anyone
you
be
want to do
excited?
excavation with
No.
it?
Nope. Absolutely not. Terrible way to make a living.
Yeah, I feel like it's flooded around here too because everyone does
Oh,
it.
because it's a busy area, because of a lot of new construction and everything of that nature. Everybody's buying it. Profit margins are low. Expenses are high. Equipment gets really, really used up quickly. Heavyweight, shitty terrain. Like I said before, profit margins are very low. Rates suck. That and equipment's always getting beat on and
Yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah, and I mean, when it comes to trying to find a driver, good fucking luck because everyone now is just trying to get an ass for a seat and nobody can actually drive.
Yeah, we lost 3 drivers in the past year.
Oh, wow.
And a pump company we always use, they lost like 3 of their pump drivers too. So like every company we know is losing drivers left and right. No one wants to do it.
No one wants to work in general anymore.
That too, but
I don't blame them for not wanting to do it.
Yeah,
And
let's
for
go,
the-
Brandon. Sorry.
for the fucking
Had to.
for the fucking stress you gotta deal with, the pay ain't there.
Yeah.
And it's a tough job. A lot of stress, hard on the body. Even, people think, oh, you sit down all day. It's hard
That's
on
the
your back,
issue,
your
yeah.
shoulders, your neck.
Yeah, I've been seeing the chiropractor for the past, month, and...
what, because of this guy?
No.
Oh.
No.
Not-
We're
not-
roommates.
not
We're only
good
roommates.
Not good back problems.
We're only roommates. We don't touch each other. We're just roommates.
PG.
Yeah, exactly. Keep the Lord between you.
Well, not on this podcast. It has a warning before it starts.
Oh, well, that's good. I like that.
Yep. When you look at it, it says it's all explicit content all the time.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
I should just have that warning
Yeah.
automatically.
That should just be a shirt you have or a sticker on your head.
Yeah.
I come with explicit content.
Get that tattooed on my lip next.
Yeah. Yeah, you for sure.
I gotta get
You
the
and your
cunt
mouth.
redone.
Yeah, you got probably the biggest trucker mouth ever. The worst one.
Well, that came before the truck too.
I know,
So
but that's what I'm saying,
that
though.
only made it worse. That only made it worse.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it keeps things interesting that way.
Well, it definitely does.
Yeah.
Because you at least expect it.
This one, he hates fucking talking to me on the phone because, I'll be driving along and everything, and then you have some dumb motherfucker that eats themselves in front of me and hits their brakes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you motherfucking cunt, son of a bitch, and he's like, can we just have a conversation? So that's usually how that goes.
Because I do the same thing you do, and I'll go all day and not have to say anything like that.
Oh,
But
yeah,
every
because
5
you
minutes
don't
I'm on
get
the
as
phone with
mad.
you, somebody's turning India or something. It's like you got signs on the side of your truck. Hit me,
No,
please, so I can yell
swear.
it on the phone.
I swear, they
Because I
do.
love to yell on the phone.
It says, hit me when you're horny. That's why I wanted to
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
probably it. Yeah.
And I drive all day, and I don't have those problems.
Well, you're the one that is the problem. You're over there, oh shit, I'm swerving again. So maybe that's why you don't have the problem.
Yeah, except one staying away from his truck.
Exactly. Everyone's staying away from me.
Everyone-
because
Nobody
you
can
are the
keep up
warning.
with me.
Everyone keeps 30 car lengths from
Yeah,
him.
yeah, he is the warning.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
They see him, he's going all across 4 lanes. Like, oh shit, and staying back.
That motherfucker was telling me, he was like, yep, just went across 3 lanes. Like, dude, loaded? No
You
thank
see me
you.
on 495 the next couple of weeks, you better look out.
Oh, yeah. Like, I warned him the other day. I'm like, hey, by the way, I'm in the middle
So you gotta
lane,
go.
going up 495, and I was in the Upton area. He had to go to Marlboro, and I was going all the fucking way up. I had to go up to New Hampshire, but I'm going. I'm like, hey, by the way, up near Upton, you got DOT sitting in the median. Be careful. He's in between the trees. You can't really see him till you get up to him. We're on the phone, and he goes, oh, where the fuck did you say that guy was? And I'm like, near Upton. Oh, fuck, I'm right here. Oh, shit, there he is. He's in the left lane. And I'm like, you fucking ass. I'm like, I tried to warn you.
I gotta be in the left lane on this run, or you can't get the loads. They want 4 loads out of Marlboro going to Bridgewater, and it's fucking an hour turn each way. You gotta do it in between 7, so you get 9 hours to do it, 7 to 4, but it's an 8-hour run. But that's just in drive time. You have to add load time, dump time. You have to wait to get loaded, all that shit. So you're under the gun all day. And it's an hour if you're doing 80 up and down the highway in a tractor trailer. That's 120,000 pounds. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Which
God
a lot of
forbid
people,
you have to take a shit
a lot of people don't
Yeah.
understand the pressure that a lot of truck drivers are under. You know, short delivery. You know, you got deadlines. You got certain times you have to get things done before things close, and you don't get the load. You're not making the money, and it's all because everything pays like dog shit. So I'm out in the left lane for a good reason. I gotta go.
No. You make sure you tell that to DOT.
Good luck keeping up with me. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, just outrun them. Just outrun the DOT.
It's quite possible.
I don't know about that. Do you ever have to deal with DOT, Mikey? Is it like a
I
big
haven't
thing?
at all.
Not really.
I haven't. We've had guys have problems, but I've had no problems.
Yeah. I haven't had any problems personally, but
I see them, I call the guys, I call them out and stuff,
Exactly.
but that's about it.
yeah, no, but
My father's had a big deal with him once. He was coming back from East Boston, and just, you know how sometimes right for the tunnel in East Boston there's sometimes a cop sitting there?
Yeah.
He waved him in. My dad's like, oh, whatever, I'll just pull in. He pulls in, the guy looks around his truck, hits one of his brake cans, because his brake can's loose, and they never sit tight. They're not, they don't sit there solid. They move a little bit. He's like, oh, you need this fixed before you can go. You gotta get this towed back. He goes, well, you can't tow me through the tunnel. I'll rip the tunnel apart.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, you need to get a mechanic up here. Mechanic comes up and he goes, Mikey, what the fuck is he talking about? He goes, I don't know. He said the brake cans. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, apparently
So
you're at it,
the mechanic goes under there and just sits there for a minute. He goes, all right, all set. The cop goes, all right, you good.
Yeah. Didn't
You're
even
just being
check
a dick.
it.
Yeah, just being a dick. All it was.
Yeah,
my
just wanted to
father,
waste someone's
my father was
time.
up there for like half a day. Because he was up there, left at like 9. He had to wait for mechanics, so that's an hour for him to get up there.
Yep.
By the time he left there, it was like 10:30, 11. Got back at like noon. Fucking wasted half his day sitting there because the cop wanted to be a dick.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I asked him, I said, what the fuck's the problem? He said, some young kid just wanted to show his authority
Prove
because he's a
himself.
fucking cop
Yeah.
now.
Always.
Gotta prove
It's always the young ones. The old guys are fine. The young guys are always dicks.
because they gotta prove themselves because they're new to the game.
I got pulled over once when I was at Meadowbrook, and I was up off Route 1 in Peabody.
Yep.
I was literally a street before I had to get to the fucking, the mulch yard to go pick up. And DOT sees me, pulls me over. We're just on this little narrow street, and he's like, alright, follow me up here. Follow him, and it's all because the overweight sticker on the center of the windshield, it was expired. I had the paperwork for the new one, but because of Rona and everything, everything was backed up. We didn't have the actual physical stickers, but
Yep.
I had the paperwork. So he was just like, oh, fix that, whatever. So I didn't have a bad experience, but I was just like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. We've had one of the guys, we're doing like a 3-truck job. One guy was first, I was second, and another guy behind me. There's, on the Ponce Valley Parkway, there's one bridge. It says 13, like 4 or something, which it only is that in the middle for people that don't understand. That's not the whole bridge, ain't that. It's the middle's that high. And mixers are 13.3.
Yep.
So we had to go literally in the middle of it to get under. There's other ways to get to that job, but it takes an extra 20 minutes because you have to take the long way. So he told us, just go that way. You'll get there quick. I got a call from the guy in front of me. Hey, Mike, you do not go this way. I just got pulled over. I said, well, I see you right now. I'm coming under the bridge, so I'm coming this way now. He goes, just fucking fly by then. Just get the hell out of here. I flew right by. I dumped out, and I went back the other way, and the cop was looking for me. He couldn't find me. I was gone. I was long gone.
Well, because it's a parkway, so they don't like trucks and shit.
Yeah, and then the truck behind me got in the shit. I called him, same thing, like, hey, don't come this way. He's like, I'm coming under the bridge already. I'm fucking right here. I was like, fuck. I was like, well, I tried to save it, and I couldn't.
Yeah, I tried to. Did he give a ticket or anything, or no?
I think to the first guy, he just called the dispatch and wanted to see why we were going that way and stuff, why we weren't going any other way.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it went from there, but I don't think there's any issues out of it. I think it was just fucking being a pain in the ass at that point.
Yeah. That's the thing that sucks, too, when you have a delivery that's near these, no truck areas and shit like that. Like, we were doing a bridge in Melrose up in Boston, and it was all no truck area.
That's all Boston.
You had to go right down the parkway and everything. People are throwing their hands up at me, and I'm just shrugging like, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we're literally doing the bridge for you guys, so fuck off.
Yeah.
And yep, I ended up, of course, getting stuck on a street where I couldn't take a turn off of it. I had to call the police department and have them meet me, have them block off the road at the light because I had to back across Main Street, and I had to take the turn from the opposite side of the road so I could make the right. Because there was a box truck on the side and people across, so I couldn't have made the turn in the same lane.
Yeah.
And yeah, so thankfully he was cool about it. He was like, oh yeah, that's what you need to do. Okay, no problem. Stop traffic, let me turn, and that was it. But I hate being in Boston.
I'm up there all the fucking time.
Well, it's fine when I know the area, because I was
know
up in
Southie
Boston
very well.
a lot with Carney, but when it's new places, like, I don't know shit about Melrose. I have no idea. Put me in Everett, that's fine. Like, I know Everett, it's Route 16 and all that, but I don't know dick when it comes to being in Melrose, so.
We know Southie very well. We do a lot of shit in Southie.
Yeah, that's usually where I see you guys headed.
Yeah, it's easy for me now. They don't give me a map for what street I need to go to. I just have the address and I can get there. I know all my ways in and out. I had to go there. Friday I went there. My second delivery, usually we do about 3 a day, we try to. But this was my last one because we weren't that, surprisingly not busy Friday. I don't know why, but we lucked out with that. I got to the job. They're doing a brand new building. It's private property. Then it was the city sidewalk I had to pour. And each one had its own grade it had to be, but they don't match up together. So I poured, like, all the private property, got to the sidewalk, inspector's like, you can't pour that. Like, what do you mean I can't pour that? Like, well, they don't match. Like, you had this job going for 2 years. Why didn't you tell anyone this ahead of time?
Yeah.
So we can plan this out better. He goes, he just shrugged his shoulders. I'm like, oh, you fucking retarded or something? I'm like, so you ordered 10 yards of concrete. I poured a yard, and now you don't want the rest.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just wasted so much fucking money. That's like $7,000 they just wasted out of the blue. Just for no fucking reason. I was like, I wish I could just blow $7,000.
Oh, yeah, well, when it's union, it doesn't matter, You have all the money. And
it's any construction job.
And the worst part was, City of Boston mix, if people don't know, that shit hardens up fast already as it is, and I had 2% in it. Like I explained earlier.
Yeah.
So, like, I got there, it was already hard as a rock. And I'm like, I'm not adding any watches till you guys are fucking ready. Because I got there, they weren't even ready yet. They're still digging up the sidewalk. I'm like, I'm not doing shit till you guys are ready. Then I mixed up, I dumped, and then the guy's like, oh, no, I don't need it. I was like, you're a fucking asshole, you know that?
Yeah.
I'm like, this fucking sucks. So I had to drive all the way back with 9 yards, which is awful. Because I'm slow as fuck with all that on. But lucky it was my last load. I got back like 1 o'clock, we're done for the day. But
now, how many yards does the mixer hold?
11.
Oh, yeah, so you were, like, pretty full.
Yeah, so I was pissed.
Okay.
Our handful can do 12. We 100% don't do it if we don't have to. Like, unless it's Bridgewater, because it's around here, it's
right
whatever.
There. It's around the
we
corner.
can do 12, and it'll literally be like, if you climbed up the ladder to the drum, it's like right there, you'd see it. So
have you guys ever had an instance where someone's cut you off?
Oh, yeah, I've spilled probably at least 5 times in my lifetime driving.
Oh, wow. Have you ever spilled, like, on someone's car because they cut you off?
Someone has. I haven't.
Oh,
Someone
that's
has.
so funny.
And he had a convertible.
I was just going to say, I hope it was a convertible.
He had a convertible, back
awesome.
seat. He was so pissed. But the guy literally cut off our guy and slammed on his brakes on purpose at a green light.
Yeah.
So he signed up for it. That's 100% on him.
Yeah, do you guys have cameras?
No.
Oh. Because I was going to say, that would be, like, right there, automatic, hey,
no,
sorry.
But the signals do. All those lights do. But
fuck you, have your insurance pay for it, because we didn't do anything wrong.
My father has, in Southie, and I don't remember where he was. There was a steep hill he was going down. He had 11 yards, and he had to stop, take a left, and he couldn't stop in time because 11 yards. So when he was hitting the brake, it was coming out while he was slowing down. So he dumped mix in the ground while he was turning. I've done that before. It's funny to hear. It doesn't really, we don't drop a lot. If you do that, you probably drop a wheelbarrow full too.
Yeah.
It's not really a lot. But when you see it coming out, 'cause it comes out like full speed, you're like, I just dumped half my load. Because you watch, you see, shit's
like,
going, you're going, shit. And then you look at the pile, it's just that big. I'm like, that was it?
That's right, Josh did that in dump trailer before.
Twice.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it in a mix than a dump trailer.
Yeah, how did that go?
Well, the first time it didn't. Well, the second time it wasn't a big deal. It just got all over the truck. But the
But what, did you
first-
have to hit the brakes and it came over the
Yeah,
front?
I hit the brakes and it came over the front onto the truck, and obviously it came on the truck. I got on the highway a little bit, but and that was with human shit.
Yum.
Human shit. And then I shut down an interstate with human shit. Yes, sir. Cars were slipping through it and sliding, and
You didn't even know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I've done it on 95 before.
No idea.
I was about to get off. I forget where I was going now, maybe 16 or something. But someone came up behind me, gets in front of me, needs that lane, gets in front of me,
Yep.
slows down. So I hit the brakes. It's fucking launching right out of the truck. I'm stopping. I'm like, you're such an asshole. And while I'm driving, I just see it dripping out of my chutes because
Oh,
it just sits
ew.
there.
Yep.
And I'm like, great. I was just fucking dripping out of my truck the whole way there.
Yeah,
Then I get
just
to the
wait for
job.
it to
Why is it
solidify.
coming out already? I'm like, because there's fucking assholes on the road. That's
Yeah,
why.
those
What, you think
people
I'm
suck.
fucking dumping it while I'm driving?
Yeah, you could be. You know, some of these people, they're not too smart. They don't realize.
Well, one of the guys we fired, he probably would have. He's retarded. Such a piece of shit. I'm driving his truck now because mine's
It's
like,
a mess.
oh yeah, it's a mess. It has dents everywhere. He hits shit all the time. So
Oh.
people see the truck I'm in, like, oh, when they see me pull, 'cause they think I hit shit all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Dude,
great.
it wasn't me.
I'm like, I'm one of the best drivers, and I got this retarded ass
Yeah.
truck I'm driving now all the time.
Yep.
I'm like, great. The thing's filthy. It's got concrete everywhere. It's
That, and
just a
that's not
mess.
something that's easy to clean either. It's
Oh,
not.
no. It's easy to clean it off the drum, but like the chutes, you got like the little pellets everywhere, so I need to scrape it all off. And
Yeah.
I'm not cleaning up someone else's mess. I'm not.
Exactly.
It's not my problem anymore.
Yeah, fuck that.
I clean the drum because it looks nice when it's all yellow. It looks
Yeah.
good instead of like the gray tint you'll get if you don't clean it.
Exactly.
So I'll clean that 'cause that's easy. You just acid with the brush. It rotates. I just
No,
rotate
that's
it.
so hot.
I
You just
rotate it.
keep
Yeah,
the
that's all I
brush
do.
there.
I
That's
put it as
awesome.
fast as I can. I just sit there. All right, that side's done. All right, move over. All right, move over a little more. And I just do that, and I
That's-
spray it. I'm like, I missed the spot. All right, let me go back there.
That is so convenient.
Yeah, it's awesome to clean the drums. It's easy, but
Yeah. No, when I used to have to clean the live floor for CoRR-E, I wanted to die. You know, you got something that's fucking 13.6, 53 feet long billboard that's all freaking polished, fancy, shiny, and, you know, now you got, because I was doing demo,
yeah,
you got fucking sheetrock, everything all over it, paint, yellow paint went right down the side of it one day,
Oh,
and I was
nice.
like, no, I found the fire hose, and I tried to fucking spray it off as quick as I could, but,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you get these nice live floors to do that kind of work, and
yeah.
it sucks, especially when the operator, like, just flings shit, and then he dropped something out of the claw, and it would just splash right in the nasty puddle,
Oh,
mud
of course
all
it
over
would,
the
right?
side of it. I'd get so mad. I'm just like, why do I even clean this fucking thing?
Yeah, I used to get so frustrated with like when I used to drive the dump truck in the yard before I really had my license and I was just learning how to drive. One of the guys, he still works there, and he's just old at this point. He probably shouldn't be working anymore, but he just does. He'll load up the truck with sand. I got to bring it inside, but half the time you'd hit the body of the dump truck. So when I'm fucking getting loaded, the whole truck will shake.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck, dude. I'm like, just put it in one spot. Don't be. You don't have to do that every time. It'll be almost full, and he's putting the whole bucket in there. So I'm like, dude, I'm almost full. Just dump it. Just dump enough and go back
Yeah.
to screen and sand, dude. Got the shit.
Yeah, no, I saw Jake a few times.
Yeah, he tells him. He calls me when he sees you.
Yep, I'll see him in the dump trailer. Does he have a CB in that truck or no?
He does, but it's not on.
Oh. I was gonna say, I never
Actually-
know if it's him or not.
He changed cabs. He got a new cab. I don't think he has it anymore.
Oh.
His other cab, one winter after it just sat all winter, it got a hole in the ceiling. Because it was sitting there for so long, it's fucking just rotted out right in the corner. So they went in it one day, like right before the summer. And there's fucking
No, is
rat
it-
shit everywhere.
Ugh.
It was just gross.
Yeah.
Is it just him that does the dump trailer?
No, we have. How many do we have? We have 4, 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we have like 4 or 5, I think.
Yeah, because I'll never forget the morning I was working for CoRR-E, and all of a sudden I noticed that this truck keeps hovering next to my door, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what does this fucking dude want?
Yeah.
I look over, he turns his interior light on, waving at me, and I'm like, oh, hi, it's Jake.
Yep. Yeah, he's
Like,
always in his.
no.
They'll keep him in his because he's one of the he's got probably the fastest tractor we have there.
Hey, he fucking blew by me. I was like, oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's the truck I actually learned to drive in. I
Oh,
learned to
that's
drive in that
awesome.
truck. Yeah, he taught me out because when I was learning to drive, that's when my father broke his leg.
Oh,
So I had to
okay.
have my father teach me. Jake taught me how
Yep.
to drive. I was learning with my father, about to go for my license like the
And
next
then that
week. Then he
happened.
broke his leg, so Jake had to take over.
Yeah.
And then, because I was already all fucked up, I failed the first test, being all fucked up, thinking of my father doing all right? What the hell's going on? Like, I couldn't focus on it, so I
Exactly.
failed hard the first time. But,
Nope,
yeah.
I was one of the lucky ones that didn't have to go to school and got my license, so.
Yeah, I didn't do school either.
Yeah.
I did a couple, just side classes. They taught me, how to do the test. That was pretty much all I did, was just that. That was it. Only did it for, 3 weeks. It wasn't bad.
Oh, it's
3 weeks was only 1 day a week. It wasn't even, a full thing. I'd go there, they'd have me leave work at noon. I'd go from, noon to, 4, and I'd go home.
No, Josh got fucked over as always. Had to pay full price. Go
Yep,
to full
had to
school.
work a night job and go to school during the day, like a real fucking
That's what my father did.
real degenerate.
A real degenerate.
Yeah, I had to pay $5,500 and work at night.
I mean, it pays off. I mean, no matter what, I think it's good to have
it's
any
been
licenses.
fucking great.
Yeah.
It's been a great career.
Yeah, I gotta renew my 2A1C.
I just got mine in March, last March, so.
I had that before my CDL.
It's every year, right? You gotta do the
Mine's-
continuing ed. every
I
year?
do 2. Mine's 2.
Oh.
I think it's based off your medical card and stuff.
Oh, then it'd be 2. Alright.
Yeah, I think it's 2 because I did not do nothing last year. I didn't do shit for last year.
Hey, when do you renew your 2A1C since you've had it for a while, every 2 years? Okay. And that's the continuing ed is 2 years. Okay.
At my work, it's good. We give all of our info to Howie. He has it run on the computer, so while we're working, he just does it for us. We
Oh,
give him
that's
our
awesome.
card and all our
Yeah.
license numbers, whatever he needs. Photocopies it and he keeps it with him. He just lets it run on his computer all day, so we can work and not have to
that's
actually do
awesome.
it. Yes, we hit the jackpot with that. I was going hey Howie, I need to get my license renewed. All right, just give me. I need card info, your license, and blah blah blah. Names it all off, and I give it to him. He goes, all right, I got it done for you.
Yeah,
I
even
had
if
nothing to worry about.
even if I didn't stick with driving truck and whatnot, I think no matter what, I would still keep the license active.
Yeah.
I'd never just let it go because, at one point, either you paid all that money to get it or no matter what, you went through some sort of hoops to get it. And now that they're cracking down on things more, definitely don't let that thing go.
Yeah. Now, I was thinking about it for a while because mine expires this year. I was like, I'll definitely renew it this year. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do it next time. And I still go back and forth if I even want it anymore.
Yeah.
It's aggravating. But I know the job will be there, so that's why I just keep
I was going to say, no matter what, it's always something to fall back on.
Yeah.
And even if you let it go and you let it expire, now you have to go take it again. And
Yeah, I
that's a
know.
pain in the ass, especially with all the new regulations and whatnot that they're doing. So they're just trying to make it harder and harder. And I think I don't know when the date is, but I think they changed it. Now you have to go to school no matter what to get it.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to school to get it again.
Yeah.
I'd just say, fuck it, I wouldn't get
I think
it
it's
again.
stupid. They teach you how to, double clutch and fucking do all that, and it's like you don't drive like that in the real world. So why even teach someone that to fuck them up? I had a kid when I was with Carney. I drove an 8LL Volvo, and they were like, "Oh, here, this kid has his license. He came from Parker, so here." Just have him in the truck with you, and you're the only one in a stick truck, so he's gonna be in the other one. So go with him, have him go with you for the week and whatever. And I was not enthused, and he kept double clutching. He stalled it in 93 rush hour traffic. I wanted to die. I'm like spazzing out. I'm like, put your hazards on, put your hazards on. Oh my fucking god! Like, please don't kill us. And one day, magically, he just, something clicked in his brain. And he was like, oh, this is how you do it, huh? Because I had driven, and he's like, wow, you shift really smooth. Because, what are you doing? And I'm like, it's called floating gears. You don't touch the clutch unless you start or stop.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, oh, okay. And I was trying to have him watch and see how to do it. And he couldn't pick up on it, which, I get it. If you're not used to it, it's hard to pick up on it, whatever. But then he came in the next day and could magically float gears.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay. Came in the next day. Oh, I don't know how to do that. I'm like, what? you were just doing it yesterday. I'm a little confused. So, yeah, I don't like training people at all. But
I wish I trained the guys when we get new guys. I wish I did. Because every other new guy they get ends up being the slowest motherfucker on the planet because they let someone else teach them. If it
Yeah.
was me or my father, Jake, or my dad's best friend, Jim, if we were fucking teaching them, they would be the fastest fuckers that work there because us four are the fastest ones they got.
Yeah.
But no, they're the slowpokes teach them, so it takes fucking forever.
Yep.
Then when we go up to our wash up to wash out, we got the fucking retards up there taking
Yeah,
forever. I'm like, I
exactly.
want to fucking go home, bro.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of the way.
That's why I rush so much. I'm like, dude, I want to get the fuck out of the truck, especially Friday, I was coming back from Monroe, New Hampshire, 4-hour ride, and I'm just like fucking.
You're
I was
flying back.
bobtailing, so I'm an asshole when I bobtail, and I will fully admit that. You know, I'm glorified Prius at that point. I can fucking, you know, you cut me off when I have a trailer on, I'm gonna fucking cut you off now, motherfucker, because it's not like I'm cutting you off and slowing down. So.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking zigzagging through traffic trying to get home because I'm like, dude, fuck this. I've been in the truck. Then I get to the, you know, near the scales on 495, and everyone's still like, oh, I like to have a good weekend. Here's my camper. Let me do this for fun. So then they clog everything up. So I just ride the right lane the entire time, cut in front of everyone. I'm like, I'm still working. Fuck you. Like, I'm not doing this for pleasure. I want to get the fuck home.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, a wash-out pit, it takes the guys that know how to wash, before I said, about probably half an hour at most. That depends on if you already have mix in your drum and you gotta wash out, you have to do 2 rinses probably in the drum to get everything out of it. But if you're already empty, all that shit's already falling off your fins, you're fine.
So what do? You just hook the hose?
No, use the water feed we have.
Oh.
Our water tank, well, mine on the truck I'm driving is like 300 gallons I can hold.
And what, you just put it in the drum and slosh around and then dump it out?
Yeah, you spin it as fast as you can. Well, not as fast as you can. You spin it fast, so it's knocking everything off the fans, getting everything off, and then you just discharge it all out.
I hate that word.
Discharge?
Discharge.
Well, that's what it is.
It's such a bad word.
Well, fine. You pour it out,
Yeah.
and then you do it again if you have to. Well, you have to do it till the water's clear, because it comes out like a gray, gross color.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember because you came to the house that time and
Yeah.
poured us some concrete when we needed only a little bit and not a lot. But
Yeah, that's that piece of shit truck I was talking about.
oh yeah, weird that you sit in like the middle of the cab. I don't know if I could get used to that.
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
If I drive my car, 90% of the time I hit the
you're
rumble
leaning.
strips.
Or you're
because
leaning in the middle.
Yeah, I'm always hitting the rumble strips because of that.
Yeah.
I was sitting there driving, I hit him like, oh, why? Why am I hitting him? Like, oh, that's why. I can see the lane. I'm like, oh, I'm going to fuck over here.
Fuck, I'm on the left side of the car. I'm not in the middle.
Like, whoops. Yeah,
What in
I
the
do
world?
I do it all the time. I'll be driving, I'll just, like, people honking at me on the highway while I'm in the middle lane. Like, what are they fucking honking at me for? And I look, I notice I'm, like, in the middle.
No.
I'm like, oh, whoops. Like, that's
My
why.
bad.
Like, sorry.
Yeah, it's like this one driving at night. Fucking-
No, it ain't.
yeah.
I drive just fine.
Oh yeah, yep. We were driving on
Aw.
on the way to go pick up my new truck and whatnot in Kentucky. We drove my car and I can't see shit. It's these lights on the highway. These lights need to go away. And he's like in the middle of 2 different lanes and it was raining and it's dark out and I'm just like, can you just like stay in one lane, please? We're next to an 18-wheeler and I'm like, oh my god, I'm
Wasn't
gonna
me.
be a pancake.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, it was you. Yep.
It was your old roommate.
Oh yeah,
It was.
I haven't had an old roommate. Just
Not
you.
me.
Just you.
It wasn't me.
It was indeed.
It was not me.
Sorry, you know, sometimes I don't know how that tinted windshield works out.
I don't drive at night that often.
No, I enjoy mine. Helps the astigmatism.
One of the trucks we have, the guy, he always buys stuff to put on his mixer. I don't know why, but he does. He got all of his windows tinted on his. On
How
his
do you
mixer.
deck out a mixer? Like, what it was? I didn't know there was like an aftermarket world to make them cool looking.
He has like the spikes for the tires.
Oh
and
no.
Stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
He's one of those guys. He
Yeah,
has his
yeah.
own tractor, like it's actually his. And
Okay.
he has it all done up and stuff, but he has it so the hoses are so tight, he can't go to job sites because he can't turn like 100%. He only turn a certain amount, so it looks nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, such a pain.
So what, he drives mixer and has his own, like...
The mixer's
regular-
Graziano's, the tractor's his.
Yeah, but like it's just like truck and trailer kind of shit.
Yeah, but yeah, he likes all that stuff. My father used to have him on his mixer. The company wanted him to have it on his, but he hated it because people walk up and touch him all the time.
Yep.
And what they would do, they keep popping him off. He's like, dude, you fucking stop touching my tires? They cut the shit.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, especially, like, with Ryko, because they try to have, you know, nice, fancy, clean trucks and whatnot, and
Yeah.
he does some aftermarket stuff to them, and makes them pretty shiny, all that shit, which I fucking hate chrome, so I don't... Mine has way too much chrome stainless on it. I'd rather paint the world, paint everything.
Yep.
But, we have one kid that, with his own money, $500, bought the actual metal lug covers for the front that are the spikes.
Mhm.
They have gaskets.
Not
Like they're-
spikes.
they're fancy as fuck. Well, no, sorry. So
with cylinders.
He is the cylinder ones, but it's the same concept. It's like as the spike
caps.
ones, but they're legitimately metal.
Oh.
Like they're expensive. Like they look nice, but they look the same as the plastic ones that we get. Like we don't have to pay for.
Yeah, they're just
the company
in the shop
does.
to grab.
Yeah, they're in the shop. So why wouldn't you just put those on? Like, I don't understand.
They did it just because they wanted to see how it looked. Because a couple of our mixers, when they got new front ends, they had chrome rims when they got them. So they're like, oh, why not? See how it looks with them. They liked them. Then after a while, like my father was sick of them because I kept touching them and stuff, kept ripping them off. And he's like, dude, can you fucking stop touching them? Like, you guys are fucking stupid.
When his friend worked at Kearney, he put them on one of the trucks, and mind you, it was the only shiny part of the truck. Only shiny part at all. Everything else looked like shit, so then you just have these shiny fucking spikes on the lug nuts and shit. And the mechanics hated it because they'd go to walk by the truck and fucking, like, nab their leg on it or something.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm gonna fucking rip these things off if you don't fucking take them off.
Yeah, our mechanics didn't
It looks
care
nice
about
on
that.
the right trucks, as long as the truck's clean, but...
Yeah, my father's truck's always clean, but it started to look dumb because, like, my father didn't have the new front end, so he didn't have the chrome rims. He had the red and yellow rims that we had, and the chrome on it. So he was like, I'll leave it on because they want me to. And then once people start pulling them off, he's like, all right, he goes, I'm never putting these on again. I'm like, this is so stupid.
We
But
just have
the other guy
issue of
has
people
them on his
touching the
still.
trucks.
I hate when people touch my truck.
Yeah. You'll have people that literally, like, some of the trucks at Ryco have, like, the painted to match deck plates and whatnot.
Yep.
And these fucking idiots on the job site. I hate grounds people. Hate them. Like, you'll be trying to back in and they're, you know, doing the, hey, spinning my hand this way, spinning my hand that way, you know, back in over here. Fuck you, stand where you want me. Because you're, like, I've tried to follow the guy and he's like, oh no, but you need to be over there, like 10 feet off to the right. And it's like, alright, well, if you told me that sooner, I could have put the truck there, but I'm next to the spot now. I don't know what the fuck you want. So then you gotta, oh, well, I don't know why you couldn't have done it. And it's like, oh, well, maybe if you gave me the right direction.
Yeah, how will you drive the truck next time? And I'll show you where to go.
Yeah, literally. So, but no, you'll have the grounds guys literally just hop right up on the truck. And, like, with my truck, it doesn't matter too much. I have a diamond plate deck plate. It's meant to be walked on, you know, whatever. But people will step on the fenders. They'll step on the fucking, right on your tank. And it's like, how retarded are you? Like, why are you this inbred piece of shit that doesn't know, just don't touch other people's shit?
Yeah.
The trailer has a step on the back of it. Hop on from the back of the fucking trailer and then walk your ass up to the front of it. Like, don't hop on the truck. And it's worse when you have a trailer that's a flatbed with no headboard. Because then they're like, oh, of course, I'll just step on the truck and then hop on the fucking trailer because they needed to be on the front anyway. But it'd be fine if they had half a brain and would step where the diamond plate was and not where it was actual chrome, shiny, stainless, fucking fancy. But, you know, then you had the trucks with the fancy match deck plates and you don't step on those.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't do that.
Yep.
And then people think it's okay. So if you just don't touch the truck at all, you're safe.
Yeah, the problem we have is guys will have their tools. They put them on your fender like it's fine after they're filthy. I'm like, why do you think that's fine? I'm like, this ain't a workbench. And they go, it's just a truck, it's fine. I'm like, all right, where's your truck? Over there. I'm like, all right, I'll put my chutes there and I'll wash them. No, you can't do that. I'm like, don't do it to me. Plain simple.
Let me go do the fucking cha-cha slide on the hood of your fucking pickup there, bud. Like, it's pretty much how that goes.
No, and people think, too, because we have the hoses on our truck to wash our tools, they think we have to let them use our water. I've literally shut mine off on a guy before.
Yeah.
But you have to let me use it. I was like, fuck you, I don't have to let you use nothing.
Yeah.
I shut it off, and
It's
he's
for
like,
the truck.
and he's holding it. He goes, well, I'm going to hold this. I said, well, looks like going for a ride then. I said, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I'm from the city of Boston. He's an inspector. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you are.
Fucking call the company. I don't know.
I was like, you're the biggest idiots I've seen in my life. I'm the city of Boston, people.
Yeah.
You're a bunch of retards. I don't know how they got their job.
Yeah, I always do the whole, you know, hey, fucking call the name on the door, name on the step, whatever it is. Fucking call them and complain. Don't talk to me. I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
I had a guy when I was coming out of Monroe, New Hampshire on Friday, from fucking like Continental Asphalt or Continental Paving, some stupid motherfucker, some mouth breather, I have no idea. But we're on the highway and I'm in the middle lane and apparently the right lane was ending. Well, the nose of my truck was ahead of his triaxle and he just starts merging into me and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's your lane that's disappearing, I'm next to you, so you technically should back off and get behind me.
Yeah.
and I'm looking, and there's cars next to me. I'm looking for my way out because he's fucking pinching me in between cars.
Yeah.
Finally, there was a space. I hop in the left lane, go up, and then at this point it was only 2 lanes. We're going, and it ended up, the third, like the right lane would appear, then it would disappear again. I don't know why, whatever the hell
That's
that
weird.
piece of the highway does.
Yeah.
And he ends up finally, I get stuck behind some little red car that was going slow. He gets up next to me and he's like flipping me off and fucking like getting all big mad in his truck, and I just look at him like, what the fuck? Like, like what did I do? I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
So he's literally flipping me off, getting all mad. So I was like, all right, whatever. Flip him off. I'm just like, like laughing at him. Ha ha, fuck you. Do the tiny little pecker symbol, Make him get all big mad. Big man, big fucking window, all taken up by big man being mad. So I was just like, oh, your pee-pee's small. You're hurt. I don't know what's wrong. So people just, they're dumb. Like, they're the ones that'll do something stupid and then blame you for it. Like, I don't understand.
I smile and wave all the time.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing
so
at him.
mad.
Yeah, I'm just like, hi, okay.
I did that with Alyssa in the car once. We're going down to Plymouth, and I'm getting on, like, at the split from 44, and it turns into, fucking, what is it, fucking Route 3 or whatever hell it is over there. Route 1 or something, I forget exactly what it is. But so we're getting up there, and I'm merging on, and this guy's going slower than me, so I'm like, all right, I'll just get in front of him. I get in front of him, he speeds up as soon as I get on, so I brake check him hard, because I'm like, well, fucking hit my car then, I don't care. I brake check him, he gets up next to me, flips me off, I just look over, I go,
smile and wave, boys, smile and wave.
I did that, and then he got off the same exit as us, I ended up being next to him, I honked, I was like, hey, bud! I was next to him, he was so mad.
I love that. I love making people more mad. But you never know with fucking road rage and shit these days. You never know if that dumb piece of shit's just gonna, like, go off the fucking handle and all of a sudden just whip out a gun, like, oh yeah, is it funny now? Like, calm down there.
Yeah, I was having a good time. That was fun.
Alright, I'm gonna have to leave you guys for a minute. I really have to pee.
Oh,
So,
again?
Josh, take it away. Talk about something.
How long have we been at this already?
I have no idea.
Oh, a little over an hour.
Well, it ain't bad.
No, it's not bad.
Not bad,
When she
not
comes
bad.
back, we'll end it so we have everyone here.
So hurry the fuck up!
Well, how about you put some 2 cents in?
I don't have any money. Fucking broke. I don't have any sense. Get your ass upstairs. Quit running your jaw. For fuck's sakes. Fucking women.
Hey, can't live with them, can't live without them.
I beg to differ. So they can make dogs for.
Yeah, we want to get a dog. I was just thinking of a dog or a cat when we get our own place.
She still wants a cat, but we got 2 dogs already.
Yeah,
Good
no,
enough.
that's enough.
Yeah,
That's a
we got
lot.
Good enough going on. I got fucking 20 fish. I'm all set. I got enough on my plate.
Yeah, she asked me, because one of our friends, she just got a kitten. And Alyssa was looking at it. It's a cute little kitten she got.
Yeah.
And she starts asking me, like, random cat questions. Like, you want to to him? Like, why are you asking me questions for? And she goes, oh, well, Britt just got a cat. I'm like, oh, I know she got a cat. I'm like, I know that's why you asked me questions. You just brought up with, Britt got a cat instead of asking me random cat questions.
At least with cats, they're a little less maintenance. They're kind of they take care of themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, we had one when I was growing up, and, like, the most well-behaved cat ever. Like,
Just keep food out and clean their litter box. That's it.
yeah, that's it.
And then take them to the vet like any other animal. But, that's pretty much it. They just mosey around, lay around. Dogs are a little more. They're still not horrible, but
But they like having attention. A cat could care less of you. Look at it.
Yeah, cats. There's always an exception, but cats sometimes they have. For the most part, they don't have like anxiety problems or fucking allergies or
Yeah, right.
They're not fucking ripping on people's arms or fucking tearing your wall off or some shit like dogs do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we
They're not pissing in the house. Like, well, they are, but in their own little box to
Well, yeah,
keep
they're
it
not
clean.
just peeing on the floor.
Yeah, they're not just peeing on the floor or shitting in your bed or fucking screaming, barking.
Yeah, we had a
Like
cat
that.
growing up, like the most well-behaved cat. Like, it didn't go on the furniture. It did on
Yeah.
its own. Like, it had its own little room just because of the house we're in. Just had a random room that had no real use for it. But yeah,
Yeah.
cat's room, whatever. You just
My
stay
mom
in there.
has that cat room. She has 2 Persians. That's what they use their spare room for. So they don't need it. So it's
Core
a cat room.
entertainment.
Everything come out okay?
Oh yeah, just it be. I made a piddle.
There you go.
You proud?
No,
Why not?
not in the slightest.
Dare you be happy for me?
Your
So now what?
roommates.
No. So now what? What are we doing?
It's over.
Yeah, well,
You're gonna end it with the core entertainment again.
yep.